Uh,
You were like sold out.
Remember when that guy was outside the room?
Yeah, yeah,
That's too funny.
He would do it. He did it outside the room
yeah.
through the clear glass.
He's dedicated.
And then remember they got like angry one time. There was like some language. Remember
Yeah.
that? There was like fisticuffs.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, on that note, let's just begin your favorite, calling these sunset sessions. Because by the end of the class, oh no, the bag laying down.
oh, that.
Oh yeah, that's how we're starting Shavasana. Oh, which we're halfway there since we've already been doing it. So yeah, these sunset sessions, by the end, it's so neat how it's just almost dark. Big sighing breath, let's just drop way back. And if people come in, we'll just let them. So letting your eyes close, softening the skin on your face. You might even open and close your mouth comfortably wide just a few times to stretch your jaw. Stretching the jaw relaxes the whole body. And we're gonna just come right into a little neck release. So very slowly rolling your head to the left, drop your left ear towards the floor. Your eyes are closed. And reach up with your right hand and just start to gently massage the left side of your neck. So your face is rolling to the left and your right hand is just looking for those pressure points, pressing, massaging along the left side of your neck, up into the base of your skull. Just a quick way to release tension in the neck, the face, the jaw. So you can work your way down and work your way up. It should feel really good. Never any rush or hurry, but when you're ready, just take time to release the right arm. Roll back to the center, deep breath. And then rolling to the right. The left hand comes up and start to massage the side of your neck. Exploring up towards the base of the skull. And then down. And so right here, one side might feel different than the other. I was on a rope swing recently into the creek, and I definitely can feel one side of my neck more than the other. It takes a lot to hold yourself up on a rope swing. And then eventually, just let your head roll back. Let both hands come up, and at your shoulders, just reach back one hand at a time and massage the top of your shoulders whenever you're ready for that. So we'll just begin this practice with a little self-massage. Just dragging your fingers across the top of the trapezius muscles. And then reaching for the opposite side of your neck. Drag your fingers across the back of your neck. Working your way up to the base of your skull. So you know how you like it. Pinching, squeezing, rubbing, maybe just pressure point. And then start to massage behind your ear. Look for those tender spots. and then in front of your ear, and then your jaw, little circular motions at your jaw. And then massage up to your temple, little circular motions at the temples. And then your forehead. You might even start to massage into your hairline, your scalp, maybe even taking fistfuls of hair and just squeezing. And then make your way back to your forehead, your temples. When you come to your ears, gently pull up at the very top of your ear, gently pull up. And then the middle part of your ear, pull straight back towards the floor. This opens the inner ear canal. And then pull down on your earlobes. And then massaging your jaw, the back of your neck, reach for the opposite side of your neck and just drag your fingers across the back of your neck. And then reach back one hand at a time, drag your fingers across the top of your shoulders. And eventually just let your arms, your hands float down by your sides, palms up, deep breath. And just feel that shift from out there to in here. That softening, that relaxation from that very simple self-massage. Start to slide your arms overhead. Stretch and reach your body long. Point the toes and reach your fingertips. I definitely feel my rope swing in my rib cage here. Oh, one more breath. And release. Flex your feet. Turn the toes upright. It's like you're standing on the floor. Press the heels away. Again, reach. This time, tuck the chin, roll up, bring your arms with you, and gently flutter your eyes open, look down your body like a crunch. Roll up, reach for your toes. Good, look down your body. Ready for practice? And just rest your head, your arms down, relax. And when you're ready, draw your right knee in, take a gentle clasp. So again, always move as if in slow motion, and always like ease your way in and ease your way out. No abrupt jerking or jarring. Tuck the chin, roll up, look down your body. Good. Almost as if you could touch your knee with your nose. And then exhale right back down. Extend the legs straight up. Interlace your hands behind the thigh, point and flex. And you might want to slide your hands down closer to your hip, away from the knee. The knee can be bent or straight, just pointing, flexing, circling, reversing direction, and just working out kinks and pops. Squeeze the toes and spread them wide. And then flex both feet. It's okay if the leg is straight or bent. Tuck the chin, roll up, look down your body. So start to activate the core. Exhale the head right back down. Release the hands, but let your leg float down with control. Nice and slow. Get grounded through the hips, the shoulders, the back of the head. And when you get there, deep breath, relax. Toes fall open. Flex both feet. Draw the left knee in, take a gentle clasp. Ease into it, like continually draw your knee in a little bit more. So press out the right heel as you squeeze the left knee in, the thighs moving in opposite direction. Right foot is super active. Like get grounded through the back of the right leg. And then tuck the chin, roll up. See if you can bring your nose to your knee. And exhale the head back. Extend the legs straight up. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Start to point and flex. Pumping your ankle. Circling. Working out kinks and pops. Snap, crackle, pop. Squeeze the toes and spread them wide. And then flex both feet. Tuck the chin, roll up, look down your body. So really feel your low back engaged right next to your mat. Exhale the head back down. Release the hands and the leg floats down with control. The slower you go, the harder you work, stabilizing through the hip. Shoulders, the back of the head, the back of the right leg. Deep breath when you get there. Good. And then bend both knees, the feet come flat. Here you're going to slide your arms overhead, interlace the fingers, pointer fingers extended. It's like the spinal lift on your back. Just 3 times. Tuck the chin, roll up, bring your arms with you, point at your knees. Good. And exhale right back down. The slower you go, the harder you work. And drawing it up, tuck the chin, reach for the knees, 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale right back down. And last time, really curl up around your belly, reach, and then release. This time, knock the knees together, the feet are wide and pigeon-toed, and just keep reaching your arms. You're going to feel your sacrum grounded down, a subtle arch in your low back, lengthening, aligning your vertebra, aligning your chakras for practice. And then release. The arms come straight out to the sides. Bring the feet together. Simple, simple twist. Shift the hips to the left and drop your knees to the right. So any variation, you want to wriggle so that your shoulders are flat. You want your legs to adjust so that they're relaxed. So you can move them however you want to move them to relax. And start gazing out your left fingertips. So gently turning the head, connect your gaze with your fingertips. And then soften the eyes, maybe close them, and just settle into this opening twist. Scan your body with your mind's eye. And make sure you're not holding on anywhere. In fact, send your breath into the sensation that you feel. And then always return your head back to center first. Draw your knees up, the feet come flat. Realign the hips and shoulders. And then shift your hips to the right, drop the legs to the left, wriggle the upper back to stay flat, settle in, and eventually maybe turn your head to gaze out your right fingertips. So here in this simple opening twist, you might discover one side feels different than the other, or not, but just notice, take inventory, scan your body and let go everywhere. Always feel free to make any adjustment to make it feel better. And sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on until we put our awareness there. And then slowly draw your head back to the center. Inhale the right arm up so that you just roll onto your left side. We're going to press up and just come up onto your hands and knees. You might want to find your knee pad and just make your way into table pose. The wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Pivot the elbows in so you can see those elbow creases coming forward. Look straight down, draw the belly up. And when you're ready, as you exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, get round. And as you inhale, start to arch your spine, look forward, tip up, look up. So exhale and contract. And inhale and expand. So here you want to spread your fingers really wide and almost like suction cup your knuckles, your palms into the floor. Your new foundation, your knees and your hands. So make them broad. Warming at the spine, one vertebra at a time. You can go slowly, you can go quickly. And get the sensation that your breath is moving you, exhaling and contracting, inhaling and expanding. And as you exhale, bring your gaze into your belly, maybe even your chest, get super round. And as you inhale, let your gaze go up and over your head. And then finish your movement completely, whatever phase you're on, and return back to neutral or table pose. We're going to curl the toes under, sit back, look forward. It's a back bend, an upper back bend. Like open your throat chakra to the wall across from you. It's almost like pressing the floor away, sinking the hips to the heels, stretching the toes. And now find your maximum stretch. Reach your arms out. We're going to come up to a softy downward dog. Pivot the elbows in. Come up looking forward on the hands and knees. Lift up the hips and then drop the crown of the head. Your ears right in between your upper arms. Good. Bend the knees a lot so you can narrow the apex of this pose, like your thighs and belly is so close. So that means send your tailbone way up. And then do pedal it out. Drop one heel and then the other. Sinking into the Achilles, the calf. And then let both heels drop down wherever they want to go. Press the floor away, send the tailbone up and back, soften the neck, good, good. And then release, the knees come down. And we're gonna come right into a low lunge, so step your right foot forward. Facing more. Good, and sink your hips. So just take time adjusting into this low lunge, or you can be high in it. Okay, either way, good. Here the foot's flat, the knee can shoot over the toes. And if your blocks are close by or not, you can always go back and get them if you want. I do like these blocks. So hips dropping, heart lifting. Hands can be on the floor. Lots of different variations. We're going to come into this classic series. It's been years since we've done this. I've been having that like short time, long time, right? It's like so long ago, but it really hasn't. It's been a year and a half. It's not that long even lately. So hips dropping, heart lifting, spiral the thighs in. Real easy to collapse out, I always do. So draw the thighs in, just breathing. And let's inhale the hips up. Soft knee, and just come right back down. Just a few like gentle pulsing of the hip, inhaling up. And soften back down. See what it's like to extend out that front foot with the toes still on the floor. Good. And there we go. So here we are. You can stay on the blocks. You can have your hands on the mat. Either way. Again, I just love these blocks to you. You might even classically hands turn back in this pose, if that's available. And then do drive that big toe down, open up the front of the ankle, the top of the foot. Leg is straight or bent, it's all good. This is a splits preparation, but we're not going to do the splits. Not today. And then lift up onto the fingertips. It's a subtle twist. You're going to lift up that left hand and just ever so slightly bring the hands to the outside of your right leg, the outside. Good. Try to drive that toe down. Good. And just track your gaze back to your opposite foot. So here you get the sensation, right hip back, left hip forward. One more breath. And then bring it back around, walk the hands forward, one hand on either side. You're going to turn the toes out 10 degrees as you come forward. Place the left hand comfortably to twist. Right hand to the right thigh, and just look over your right shoulder. So here it's like, how low can you go? Just sink your hip, yep, just sink into the rib cage, the waist, even the shoulder. Just sinking into this twist. Breathe into your right hip. And then bring it back around. One hand on either side. Make sure the right hand is right next to your foot so the arm and the leg are connected. We're going to twist. Soften the hips. Open it like a book. Inhale the left arm. Gaze out your left fingertips. Press down as you reach up. Here we're at the top of the shoulder cuff. We're not sinking down, we're lifting up. Press down as you reach up. One more breath. Counter twist. So nice and slow, release that hand. Place it right on the floor under the shoulder and inhale the right arm. Press down as you reach up. Look up. And exhale right back down. Good. Place the hands, curl the back toes under, lift up the knee, pause, there's your lunge. Look forward for a moment. Really accelerate that back leg straight. Feels so good. Place the hands, step back, downward dog. Right foot meets the left, pedal it out, press the floor away. Send the tailbone up and back. This pose is all about lengthening the spine, so never worry about legs being straight. Good. Let both heels drop wherever. Inhale, look forward. Left foot steps forward. Soften the knee right into the low lunge. Soften the toe. Good. So just hang out here. Hips dropping, heart lifting. It's a back bend. And also massive hip flexor opener. I like blocks because you can really experiment, and no pressure. I mean, I'm going to go to my hands in a minute. You can really experiment with that lift, hips dropping, heart lifting. Spiral the thighs in. And then you can always see what different heights and variations feel like. One time the knee can shoot over the toe, the foot stays flat. So a few times, let's pulse it up and soften down just a few times. Exploring that extension in that front leg, the toe stays down, opening in the ankle and the front top of the foot. The hips go back and soften down. And the next time you extend your front leg, we're going to keep it up there and really drive the big toe down. You're going to feel that is the active piece to the stretch in the back of the leg. If you want to experiment, stay on the blocks, or you can experiment with the knuckles, the fingertips, maybe turning the hands. So here it's left hip back, right hip forward. The neck is long. And then coming up onto the fingertips, walk your hands to the left, step it over, and just a little twist, turn your gaze, look back at your foot. Again, left hip back, right hip forward. And then bring it back around, one hand to either side. You're going to come forward with the hips, place the right hand comfortably, whatever that is for you. So here too, have a lot of good space here. The wider, the better. Open the toe a little, and then the left hand to the left knee, and just look over your shoulder and sink into it. How low can you go? Just dropping your hip, good. Tracking your gaze and twisting. Feel this in the waist, the rib cage, the shoulder. And then bring it back around. Align the foot, one hand to either side. This time the left hand right next to the left foot, so your arm and your leg become one. And when you're ready, inhale the right arm up. Press down as you reach up, look up and out your fingertip. And you know where you're going to go, so as you exhale, closing the book. Place the hand under the shoulder, inhale the left arm, counter twist. Press down as you lift up, reach up. Open, spacious. It should feel divine. And then exhale right back down. Place the hand, curl the back toes, find that lunge. So here we want to kind of lift up. We're going to start building our strength. Back leg super straight, find your fingertips, and then place the hand, step back, downward dog. Pedal it out. Maybe your heels are getting closer to the floor. You might even step your feet as wide as your mat and just let the heels drop down. The wider the legs, the more potential the heels drop down. Pivot the elbows in, press the hands into the mat. Tailbone way up there. Beautiful. Adho Mukha Shavasana. And then soften, walk the hands towards the feet towards the hands. You're going to round up, roll up. So position your feet slightly pigeon-toed and start to let your head, your arms hang heavy. As you round up, roll up. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down when your head comes up last. Few shoulder rolls. I posted on Sue Nectar Facebook page this reverse direction, what's it called? Sand garden, the Zen garden.
Yeah.
And they have this gong, and this woman's just doing this sand garden. So meditative, it's so hypnotic. And let's alternate. So anyway, that's why I've got this music. Just those brass bowls. Love it, super zen. One and the other, just alternating up, down, up, down, up, down.
That white sand session that you sent out was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, what was that?
White sands in New Mexico?
Oh yeah, speaking of sand, I know, that's what the
photography was
zen,
really nice there.
you can't fail.
Yeah, wow.
Let's interlace the fingers and press it away. Yeah, you just being there is like
Perfect
through the
light.
roof. I know, I did that in May. I was by myself. I
Huh?
just had a little tripod. I was by myself.
You did it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Inhale it up. See if you can bring your arms right alongside your ears. Ooh la la, right? And then back halfway. Tuck the chin, get round. One more time. Inhale, lift up, arch. Draw your arms all the way back. And then lower it right to the head like a pillow. Get stable and just dropping the tailbone by bending the knees slightly. Think of front body extension from the pubic bone up the sternum, the front of the neck, the chin, and like you just naturally start laying back. You just naturally start resting back, the elbows dropping back. Miracle bend, one more breath. And then soften, upright, not to pull, but just draw your elbows towards each other. Yeah, that's my new happy place, is white sands.
Cool.
And then inhale to come up.
Is there any water near that?
No.
No? It looks
I mean,
like
Rio Grande, I guess, somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do the clasp. Here's our special request. Start clapping, tapping. And the elbows are up for this because when you get them up, you'll feel it in the vagus nerve, up your arm into your neck, your jaw. Tapping and toning. Use the knuckles of your thumb, make that fist go across from one shoulder, the chest to the other. Thymus gland in there. And we'll just do the whole thing. So make a little fist and start with your head. Or your tap tap. Come down to the chest, and here we can and then the rib cage. I mean, that's why babies do that. It feels so good. The belly, the abdomen, the thighs, going down there. The knees, you can go inside, outside, in the front, whatever. We're gonna go up the back in a minute. To the outside of the shin. The back of the calf. Up the back of the leg, the hamstring, the booty, the hip, eventually. Kidneys right above the waistline. And forearms, this kind of thing, up the arm, shoulder, and release. Just shake out the hands, shake out the wrists, and bring the pinkies or fingers to the pelvic crest, the elbows straight out to the side, and just drop the wrist down. Should feel really good, especially if you were writing all day. Oh my God, this was an all day everything day.
Totally.
And then hands just to the waist for support. Curl the toes. It can be in front like a pony stretch, or back here, wherever it's available, but like stretch the front of the foot. I like to even straighten my leg, but you don't have to, just curling the toes under. Oh, so much tension in the foot, in the leg. And switch sides whenever you're ready. Just curling the toes under, stretching, easing in, maybe extending. Very good. Let's try one sun salutation. I was like, maybe, 6 weeks of all these things, right? 6 sun salutations every day. Let's just do one. And so let's start at the front. Big toes touching or feet hip width apart. We'll go nice and slow, but like move on through. So hands together, thumbs at the heart center, Tadasana. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up. Gently tip up, look up. If you get dizzy, you can look forward. Exhale, do look forward and track your gaze, bending the knees flat back. Crown down, tailbone up. Just take a moment. Our first big forward fold. And then inhale, lift up just halfway. Keep looking down. Neck is long. And exhale, fold, soft knees. Place the hands, right foot steps back. Lift the gaze, look forward right into a lunge like we did a moment ago. You might even let your fingertips graze the floor just to build some strength. And then place the hands, step back, downward dog. Left foot meets the right. A breath here. And then pull the heels way up high, shift forward into plank, look straight down. Get super rigid. Now look forward, bring the knees down. It's that arched 8-point bow, like a big inchworm, gaze out across the room. And then exhale, soften everything. The hands right next to your chest, point the toes. We're gonna just do a baby cobra. Press the pubic bone in the mat. Inhale, lift up with just your head and shoulders. You might even lift your hands. And exhale right back down. Less is more. Curl the toes under. Press up to the knees. Plank, downward dog. That's the slow motion. That feels really nice instead of a fast motion. Inhale, look forward. Right foot steps forward. Lift the gaze. Spring forward. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, lift up just halfway. Neck is long. And exhale, fold. Nice and slow. Inhale, sweep the arms, lifting up with a flat back. Bring it straight down the middle, like closing a sequence. And pause. The second side, and that will make one. So inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. This time the left foot steps back, lift the gaze, pause. Good, never any rush. Place the hands, step back, downward dog. Pause, that's where we take a breath. Inhale, lift the heels, shift forward into plank, pause. And when you're ready, drop the knees, chin and chest, look forward, big inchworm. And then soften everything, the forehead, the toes, the thighs, just a baby cobra. Curl the tailbone under, inhale, lift up. Maybe the hands come up. Exhale, right back down. Curl the toes, press to the knees. Plank, downward dog. That's the resting pose. And when you're ready, inhale, left foot steps forward, in between the hands, looking forward. Spring forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold, crown down, tailbone up, just halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. And if you get dizzy, don't look up. Bring it straight down through the middle. Soften, maybe even close the eyes, thumbs gently pressing there. And just pause, reflect, and feel what you've just done to yourself. Maybe that's the first salutation in a long time. And then let your eyes flutter open. Let's do Ardha Chandrasana. I like to do it together. Inhale, palms up, sweep up. Accelerate up, spinal lift, interlace the fingers. And as you exhale, body goes to the right, hips to the left, press down to the inside of your left foot. Like a crescent moon. Inhale back through the center. Exhale to the left, hips to the right, press down to the inside of the right foot. And inhale to come up. Good. Let's flow right into it. Palms forward, Samasthiti, which is Tadasana with the palms forward. Like decrease the space in between your shoulder blades and fire up the left foot for tree pose. So fire up your supporting leg, the heel to the ankle. I love this phase one. And fire up the glute. I'm talking to myself. External rotation in the hip, the knee, the foot. If you want to go on, if you want to bring your foot up, you can reach down for it. Find that dynamic tension, the thigh pressing into the foot and the thigh, keep it, this glute active. Maybe the hands come together. Maybe the hands go up. So even if you fall out of it or sway, trees do sway. Vipassana. Gazing at a fixed point, a drishti, maybe even smile. And always come out of it exactly how you went into it and just flow right to the other side. Put it together however you want to put it together. Fire up that supporting leg. Maybe you stay in phase one, maybe you flow into another version. It's all about that standing leg. Again, always coming out of it exactly how you went into it. Concentrate. Balance is different every day. And then side swings, big wide stance, wider than your mat. Look back at a fixed point every time and just let your arms flippy flap. They're gonna hit those kidneys again. Just slap the back like wet noodles. Jaw dropping, the shoulder dropping. And then slowly release. Let's find a 5-pointed star just because we're together here. Really parallel your feet. Soften the knees, the tailbone drops. Turn the palms up. Accelerate out your pinky. And like ever so slightly, lay back, look up. 5-pointed star, pointed star, radiate from your solar plexus. Down your legs, out your arms, out the crown of your head. Turn the palms down, hands to the waist. Draw the belly in, soften the knees, forward fold. Look forward. So like track your gaze down the wall, to the floor, down to the space in between your feet, through your legs to the back wall. Good. Slide the hands down to your ankles or the floor. You might even open the heels more pigeon-toed. Crown down, tailbone up. Good. Let's put a twist on it. Walk your hands forward, right under the shoulders. So like squaring off. And then you're going to turn the left hand in, inhale the right. So just like we did before, opening up, gazing right up and out your fingertips. Press down as you reach up. And then exhale right back down. Make it fluid and smooth. Turn the hand, inhale the left. Press down as you reach up. And then slowly close the book. Both hands facing forward. Step your feet back. One of my favorite ways to get into downward dog. Just step the feet right back into downward dog. And then inhale, look forward. Right foot steps forward, just like we did before. And find your low lunge. Soften the toes, so a repeat. Whichever foot's fine with me. I'm notoriously, I don't know left and right.
No.
You never have to worry about that in this class. Whichever side works. And then here, we're gonna bring both hands to the inside. You might wanna block or not. So it's like good, super wide. Try to square off that knee over the ankle. Lizard. Big open wide, and you know you can stay up. You might put that carpal tunnel stretch in it. This is sort of, yep, you might drop to the forearm instead of pigeon. So reminiscent of last week's opening, huh, on our back, but now we're upright. I like to show all those different, the same poses again, just up or in the back. So just dropping down, let your head hang, any variation that you know you like. I love it. It feels so good. I'm going to put a twist on, and if you're interested, stabilize with the left forearm and like bring it from the earth to your heart and look straight up and out your right fingertips. Ooh la la. Good. And bring it right back to your heart, right back to the earth. And then press up. Take your time walking that foot back, step the hand over, curl the back toes, lift the hips, downward dog. So last downward dog, make it your favorite, make it your best. Maybe the heels are coming to the floor with straight legs or not. Inhale, look forward, the left foot comes in and you know what you're gonna do. Step the hand over, open the foot wide, the knee right over the ankle. Good, so find that. Oh yeah, you're right by that mirror. It's all jingle jangles over there. So it's not you, it's all just stacked. But yeah, nice wide stance, good. Feels so good. You can just check out all the variations that you're in the mood for. Back toe is soft. Maybe going down to both forearms, just let your head hang heavy. So these are the precursors of when we extend our leg up over our elbow and get into other bigger poses. If you want to come into the twist, stabilize with the right forearm. Inhale, touch the floor to your heart. As you extend those left fingers out, gaze right up and out. Press down through the elbow, lift up, reach up, look up. I guess it's a twist class. And then you bring it right back to your heart, right back to the earth. Transition, pressing up, step the foot right back in. And then bring the knee to the other knee. So right back where you were, child's pose. So any variation of child's pose that works for you, just sit back. You might even move your cushion, forehead to the mat. The arms can be anywhere, forward, down by your ankles. Balasana, our most compact expression. And then slowly press up onto the hands and knees. We're going to come right down to the left side, the elbow, the forearm. I think we did this all together before, so find that perfect in between two planes of glass. Tuck the booty in a lot. Lift up so you're really lifting up in the shoulder. And see if you can get in a straight line. We're gonna inhale the right leg up and right back down. Keep your feet parallel, flexing, and just floating up and down, no momentum. Working the outer hip abductors. And then just one more time. Good. Cross that right foot in front. So place the foot flat, have a big space between the heel and the thigh. You're gonna really lift up onto the elbow, the forearm. Inhale your right arm up. Come up on the outer edge of your foot so the hips are up as best you can. Good, just for a second. Great. And then come right back down. That's it. And just roll over to your other side. Come onto the right forearm, the right elbow. Look down your body so the ankle, the knee, the hip, all in alignment. Left hand on the floor for support. And as you flex your feet, the leg floats up and back down. Keep the feet parallel, really isolating the outer hip. One more breath. One more lift. Make it even, maybe one more hump. I'm also not a counter. I count to 3. Cross it over. That's my big count is 3. Otherwise, we just do it. Heel and thigh. Create some space there so it's big and broad. And as you press down through the forearm, elbow, lift up the hips. You're on the outer edge of that bottom foot. Tip up, look up, reach up out of your arm. Just for a second or 2. And exhale right back down. Good. Press up all the way. Bring your feet around. Come towards the front because we will eventually lie back. And just flex out Dandasana, flex out the hands, press down as you lift up. And let's do a baby Paschimottanasana. So bend the knees, keep flexing, inhale, reach up. Lengthen, lengthen, lift up the spine. It's all about lengthening. And then reach out, reach out, reach out. Lay the belly and just round over. Go for the floor or your feet. Drop your nose right in between your knees. See if you can bring your face in between your knees. Soften everywhere. We're going to be here for just a few breaths. The more you tuck your chin, the more you'll feel this stretch from the heels, up the back of the legs, the hips, the spine, the neck, the crown of the head. Your breathing will be more shallow, but just keep it steady and smooth. Classic final pose, a cooling pose, a forward fold. You might experiment putting your arms under your knees like a forearm clasp. So you can always adjust your arms, keep tucking the chin, keep letting your head hang heavy. Keeping the toes upright. Start softening everywhere. More slowly than usual, very slowly start to draw the arms, the hands to your sides, and as you round up, roll up, the head comes up last. The legs straighten. Step your hands back by your hips. Flex out the feet, the head comes up last. Dandasana. And here you might wriggle forward just to lay back, extending the arms, and then start to curl the tailbone under. Tucking the chin and just lay it down one vertebra at a time. Eventually the shoulders, the back of the head, the arms come down, let the palms open. Separate your feet wide, the toes fall open. We're here. Deep sighing breath, it's unavoidable. And you might shrug the shoulders under, tuck the tailbone under. Keep spreading out. Mahashavasana. Tucking the chin slightly so that your neck is long. Your eyes dropping way back into your eye sockets. The skin on your face melting out and down. And all you have to do is meditate on the sensations that you feel. Return home to your breath and savor the way that you feel. taking in a deeper breath, start to draw yourself back. Take time to slowly roll over onto your right side and just curl up, resting. Top hand on the floor for support. And when you feel ready, slowly press up, keeping your eyes closed. Let your head hang heavy, and just feel your way back to your favorite seated posture. And then use your breath to sit up effortlessly tall when you get there. And let's come into Lotus Mudra. Just draw your hands together in front of your heart. The pinky, the thumb, the heel of the hand to touch, the other fingers funneling open. It's like a funnel. So just the pinky, the thumb, the heel of the hand to touch in this blooming Lotus Mudra. And feel it funneling from up there down into your heart. Gentle smile at the corners of your mouth. You might even start to visualize an emerald sparkling green at the center of your chest. An emerald sparkling green funneling from up there down into the center of your chest. And then just bathe yourself in a smile. Softening your hands together completely, thumbs gently pressing in at your chest. This is Anjali Mudra, and it translates to the light within me bows to the light within you. And I thank you for your practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, what's funny is that it actually seems lighter than usual.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Like, last time it was darker, but I'm trying to in the little dot. But anyway, thank you. Hopefully that little extra activity was okay and welcome. Makes Shavasana that much sweeter.
Must be the light within you.
The light.
The light within all of us. Yeah, thank you.
I'm starting to think you could be a hypnotist. I think you're, I feel like, don't you feel like you're a
Yes,
Well,
hypnosis
I do want
It's
to
a
create
good
a trance.
magnetism.
Yeah, I do want to
Absolutely.
create a trance. And good. I hope I'm hypnotizing you guys
Yeah.
into relaxation.
Absolutely. It's
It
total,
just
it's a
kinda
gift, it's
dawned
such
on
good
me.
magic, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, you know, all of that hypnotism, because people, you know, I recently did this hypnosis thing with somebody. I don't know if I brought it up to you, and it didn't work.
were you the one being hypnotized? Or?
Yeah, And I'm pretty susceptible. I'm like, take me there. But no, it didn't work. And
I've
then
never been able to get hypnotized.
it's pretty goofy. But
Kind of
even,
like you fight it.
but
Yeah.
even stuff off YouTube, I'll do my, my little personal, I'll just pop on a YouTube meditation, hypnosis. I really like those. You find the right one, the right voice,
Yeah.
and no ads. And so I've been having fun with that too. But we all resonate with different voices and different things. So
Well, I
anyway,
think you're sort of just naturally doing it with your
yeah,
elocution and
the cadence and
your voice.
because
you know,
that's what
very-
my teachers do.
Very calming.
Yeah, my teachers. I just emulate my teachers,
That's
the
beautiful.
people that I like. That's what I want to hear.
Did you say your sister?
No, but my teachers.
Oh, your teacher.
I try to emulate my teachers.
Oh,
It's perfect.
Luckily, I
It's
had-
like at exactly the right tone, so it doesn't overwhelm the mood, but it rather supports it.
Oh, good.
And so it's really lovely because you can actually like drop the mind because it's like exactly like you said, a bit trancy. So it's like perfect because you don't have to like focus.
Yeah,
It's just like
and now that you've come a couple of times, you know how you know that cue is coming.
yeah,
I'm not going to leave you hanging.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
When I go to my teacher's classes or whatever, I don't even open my eyes. Like if I'm with the teacher, if the cues are right, and sometimes I'll open, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it. But nonetheless, hopefully the cues are just right, not to, like you said, support. That's beautiful.
They're wonderful.
And then, your practice.
Oh, so good.
Gosh, thank you. And thank you guys for coming. One day, everybody who says they'll come will come.
I know. I bet it'll be an influx. Everyone will get the bug.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. At least, people, intention. They have intention. Oh my goodness. And this is an old